Welcome to Huntington, West Virginia and Jones C. Edwards Stadium, home to the Thundering Herd of Marshall and one of the toughest places to play in all of college football. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see, the Pandas taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Marshall Thundering Herd. 48 Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Pandas ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. The Thundering Herd offense takes the field for the first possession of the game. When your quarterback takes the field, you want him to look just like this guy, exuding confidence.
Yeah, the it factor. He's the man. Nobody questions it. Everybody on this team knows they've got his back, and he's the leader.
Everybody in this stadium also knows the offense goes as this guy goes. He has got to play well today.
That last completion sets him up on second down. Back to pass, it's Braxton. Got his man on the right. Still running at the 40. Open runway ahead. At the 20. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Marshall looking for the score on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Needs to get it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And the ball is intercepted.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. 2nd down coming up. He'll do it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got room at the 35. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Pandas come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Chandler. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Now the play fake. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. A play-action fake seems simple, but there are some intricacies for the quarterback.
Reese, you're right. The danger for a quarterback in play action is that you're turning your back to the defense when you're trying to execute the play fake to the running back. So you have no idea what's happening behind you, and you have no presence for where that rush is coming from. All of a sudden, you whip your head back around, and oftentimes it's too late. You saw that right there.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Fires the pass, intercepted. And he showed off the wheels after using way back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot.
A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. 3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. Got it in the middle. It's Harris. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Pulls and throws off the RPO.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little water balls, man. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
He gets it past the chains, and it'll be a first down for Marshall. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Braxton. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Marshall! I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT makes it 7-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Tennessee left little doubt. You know, this version of the Volunteers can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program that went 13-0 en route to a national title back in 1998. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The run to the left. On the move at the 30. Hit the gas. Kid wide open ahead. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. He's going to pass. Looking down the middle. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Timing has to be so good. You're throwing in his own defense over the middle of the field. The ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late, and as a result, it's an INT.
Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Back to throw, it's Braxton. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic, picked off. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it 1st down at the 42.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. This quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
They'll start this drive from the 42. He'll pull it on the read. At the 45 on his way. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Well, you wonder how this guy is so dynamic. It's because of his speed. You simply can't coach that. You saw it on that last carry.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. A little release to the back. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time. Off the play fake. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with a sack.
And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. He's looking downfield to throw. Still on his feet. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
When you got third and this long, everybody knows what's coming. It's going to be a pass. Defensive linemen get to tee off. They know exactly what's coming. Go get the quarterback. It is your dream. That is what you live for. It's what you practice in the offseason for. I want sacks just like that.
The Pandas line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term, lofts one high indeed. Makes the catch down the right side. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Good pass protection isn't just offensive line, right? Running backs also have to be able to pick up the blitz. That running back did an outstanding job. That allowed his quarterback to just buy a little bit more time before making that throw.
Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Thundering Herd.
And how about this offense? Man, they must have used fall camp perfectly. Coming out firing on all cylinders, smooth, in a rhythm. Great start to the year by this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. He breaks a tackle. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Guys, it is Marshall carrying the lead into the quarter break. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. It's a draw. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Pandas will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Comes out throwing on first down. The sure hands, it's Metcalf. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. He's got his man. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Here they come, trying to convert a third and short from the 28. To the ground to try to move the chains. Smashes through. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. We'll see if they go back to the run here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Braxton. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. Marshall will be forced to punt. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. Caught behind the line. It's Chandler. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Now on 2nd down. Looking for a crease to the left. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, running back gets to give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Pandas will bring the punt team onto the field. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. He gets a block, and the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Marshall takes over the ball, the thundering herd offense coming out. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. They've been up and down the field so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still,
touchdown, Herd! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do. And they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Florida is being humbled today. There's just no other way to say it. A complete and thorough thumping in Gainesville. They're trailing by 21 to Miami. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. On the option. Now the toss. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The play action fake. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. They're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half looking forward, I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Dances away to buy time. Those defenses were smelling blood, and the quarterback got down. Smart move. And the Pandas will punt it away on 4th down. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. To the air on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Conley. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Off the boot, looking for his man. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. This offense has a 2nd down play. Looking for a man. It's Braxton. He finds his man. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. They're going back to the ground. After 40, there he goes. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. They'll ride the hot hand. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play. 6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Caught in the backfield. It's Turner. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Marshall! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive with a pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Parrish. He picks up the 1st down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Grabbed in the middle. It's Parrish. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. They'll throw it on 1st down. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The aerial assault continues. Makes the catch. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. The Pandas will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Grabbed over the middle at Sheffield. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. He got it. So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there today in Huntington. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Jones C. Edwards Stadium.
2nd half just about ready to go, and Marshall will kick it off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
If they're going to get anything going on this drive, they better be productive here on 2nd and long from the 10. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety. Bringing it back, it's Robinson. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. Hand off from the shotgun. Pushes ahead for a couple, they'll mark it at the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one, they need 8 on 2nd down. To throw, it's Braxton. Pressure coming. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And this offense has had a great day, and they've put some big plays together. But the last two plays, man, getting a little complacent. They got to protect their quarterback. That's back-to-back sacks. The offensive line has to do a better job.
Marshall will be forced to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. He's got great speed, and the returner will be knocked down. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Off play action on first down. Makes the catch. It's Peterson. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He'll run it again. Hard running there. They get him down. Tough run. Picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. Now facing a 3rd and long. They want to throw it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. It is true as he puts 3 on the board.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. On the run, it's Turner. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. What great protection, and he lets it go down the middle. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and they're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
Wants to throw. It's Braxton. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
After the big 1st down sack, it's 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
It's such an advantage for a defense when you can add to your pass rush by blitzing guys, but especially when you've got a middle linebacker like that can collapse and push the pocket into the lap of the quarterback.
Marshall will be forced to punt. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Right back to it. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun, the ground game. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it through the air. He caught it! Touchdown! Thundering Herd! And the stomping has commenced.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Florida is currently trailing in this one, but I'm old enough to remember the comeback Danny Werfel led in 1995 to beat Tennessee. So don't rule anything out here today. It's still a 1-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Miami. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the Pandas get it past the sticks. Now on 1st down from the 30. He's looking to throw it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got to lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. Give to the running back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. No good. Well, they missed the field goal. That's about the only thing that hasn't gone their way in this one. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
They'll run play action. Catch in the middle, it's Peterson. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. He's going to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. Pulls it in inside the 10. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They've had to settle for a couple of field goals on 3 previous red zone trips. They'd love to get it in on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. Gets away from 1. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Pandas!
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
PAT unit on the field. Right down the boulevard. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Takes the handoff. It's Turner. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run it from the gun. Into the pile, maybe got 1. He stopped at the 21. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. Here's the handoff. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Marshall will be forced to punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Craig.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. He wants to throw. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where...
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
This is just so demoralizing. You want to talk about taking a game over. That's what this defense is doing right now. They are just winning in the trenches. They're easily the more athletic and more physical unit up front, dominating this O-line.
Second down now after the sack. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. He's looking downfield to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Craig. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. From the gun, looking for a man. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He's inside the 40. The 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Herd!
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Let's see what they've got on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Hauls it in. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Parrish. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Now on second down after the short completion. He's looking to throw. Fires one high and deep. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Marshall takes over the ball, the thundering Herd offense coming out. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's piled up 82 yards on the day, and the defense has been getting a steady diet of this dude on opening day. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Sweet feet on the move. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Takes a handoff. It's Turner. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score, so they might try to score again. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. With the clock running, this should be the final play. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.